Hello, I'm Rob Hoagland of Boreware, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Today I'm doing a video that I've been planning on doing for a while, but just didn't have the time. I wanted to go over a dye sublimated t-shirt that I ordered for myself from Society6. I'm hoping that this can provide you with some useful information should you choose to buy dye sublimated t-shirts. This is the t-shirt that I ordered. I wear them in large. Um, this was printed using a design that I did for Society Spoonflower. It's a mushroom psychedelic print. I did it in a pastel color scheme. So just wanted to show you a few things about this shirt, and then I'm going to compare it to another dye sublimated t-shirt I had before. This is also a dye sublimated t-shirt. One of the first things I think you need to know about dye sublimation is they always have to be done on polyester. I don't know the science exactly behind it, but basically sort of inject the print into polyester, and it's not done with other fabrics. So regardless of where you get a dye sublimated t-shirt, it's going to be polyester. That said, you've probably seen a lot of dye sublimated t-shirts. They tend to have those weird white stripes anywhere the t-shirt like sort of folds or wrinkles. And that's because the print was put on the t-shirt after it was sewn, and so where it's the fabric's folded over each other, the print's laid on, and so it doesn't reach that little pocket of white that you end up seeing that was folded. So a good dye sublimated t-shirt will be printed before the shirt's assembled, which keeps from getting white bands around the collar, around under the sleeves in particular. Anywhere else the fabric couldn't lay completely flat. So as you see, this t-shirt, it doesn't have the weird white stripes there or around the collar. It was printed before it was assembled, which is a better quality dye sublimated t-shirt. I am going to compare it to this other dye sublimated t-shirt, which I ordered from Ray John. Now, the colors in this are brighter, but that's partially because I ordered this in pastel. Although I ordered the exact same design from Spoonflower, this is my proof. And you notice the colors are just a tad brighter in the Spoonflower. That might partially be because this is printed on cotton and this is polyester. I'm not 100% sure, but the colors were a little bit duller in the Society6 t-shirt than I had quite expected. So first off, okay, it was dye sublimated before it was put together. Exact same thing with this shirt that I ordered from Ray John. Both of these shirts are sewn down the sides, which in my opinion is a better fitting t-shirt. It just sort of fits better, a lot better than your basic cheap ring spun shirts. One thing I noticed in the Society6 is they got this bias all along the inside edge of the back collar, and it stretches all the way until where the top of the sleeve, the top of the shoulder meets the sleeve. So that's not on the Ray John t-shirt. One of the other things is branding. So Ray John has their logo big inside the collar with large. Even though it's my print, my design, I didn't order something from them. Society6 has nothing inside the collar. If I felt so inclined to sew in my own tags, I would be able to do that. Heck, I could probably just pop up this bias tape, put in my tag, sew the bias back down, and it's now tagged and branded with me. The only thing they have on this shirt is inside the bottom along the seam. They have this little large tag, which is a bit itchy. I don't like it. I might end up cutting that off. And then this tag that tells you what it's made of and that it is indeed polyester. Now, this shirt feels a bit thinner than the Rage On t-shirt. It also feels a lot like cotton. Now, the Rage On t-shirts are very soft. They don't feel like the really plasticky type polyester. It is a soft, it's got a bit of stretch, but the Society6 feels a lot more like a cotton t-shirt. And so if that's something that is important to you, that your shirt feels like cotton, this one really does. As I said, I love the print. I mean, I'm partial to it because it's mine. I think the print came out well. There's no pixelation in it. My only real thing is that is like, I thought it was going to be just a tad brighter. The fit's pretty good. As I said, they got the seaming down the side, which leads to a better fitted t-shirt. I feel the fit's pretty true to a standard large. So, I said, it does feel a little bit soft, more like cotton, not softer exactly. Like this is really soft. It's also a little bit thicker. So this feels very. It's a thinner shirt, not like necessarily feeling like, okay, this is paper. It's really cheap. It's going to rip. But just a smaller weight to it. It's somewhat transparent. I don't know if you can see. It lets light shine through it a little bit, but that's hasn't been an issue when I'm wearing it. You don't see all my business. I have tattoos. You don't see them through the t-shirt. So it's just sort of when I hold it up like this to the light that I can. But the print's good. The print's over covers the shirt. There isn't that nasty seaming that I told you about, like when dye sublimated shirts are done cheap on a pre-assembled t-shirt. So I was pretty pleased with the quality. I said the only thing I would change is maybe brighter colors, but it holds up pretty well compared to other dye sublimated t-shirts that I've ordered in the past. And this is definitely a t-shirt that's going to enter my heavy rotation from now on. I hope this information was useful to you. And that's it. Have a great day.